Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 1500 points, Necrons versus Tau. Right, welcome to this 1500 points game, Necrons versus Tau. So, Tau, some people saying they're invincible, others saying they can be broken. So, one of the suggestions has been a Necron phalanx to take them on. It's an interesting combination, this one. The earliest 9th edition codex coming out, Necrons, the oldest one, versus the newest. Fitting with the fluff as well, the ancient versus the young. So we will test the two codexes here, the brand new Tau codex, all of its might and power, against the ancient Necron codex to see how well it copes here against the new and upstart Tau. Debuting a new unit here for the Necrons as well. It's exciting stuff. We'll see how well they do. I'll take command of the Necrons. I'm going to try and use them to break the Tau. Aaron Allen will take command of the Tau here. He's been at the receiving end of their firepower against the Death Guard, but we will switch things around. He can take command of the Tau and see if he can overwhelm this Necron force. So before I run through the Necrons, just mention the Patreons at gold level, so they get names shouted out at the start of all of our battle reports, and also a patronic dice to use at some point during the battle. So that's Andrew Swan, Chris Heim, Bruce Zhao, Carrie Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, Dave Humphreys, Dylan Moore, Evelyn Huxley, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Martin A.K. Vagabond, Maxfield Knuckles, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Samuel Penaneri, Scott Costello, the artist formerly known as Veej, Tom Weeks, Tyler Schwab, Tyler Summers, and Frank Shepard. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. I'll call out the names of those supporting at silver level at the end of the game, and you can check out the end credits for all of the supporters, including those supporting at bronze. All the proceeds are split 50-50. Half goes to the camera and gear fund for the channel just to upgrade the equipment that we have, and the other half goes to SSWG, my local Wargames club. So for the Necrons, 1500 points here. I've dropped some units I was thinking of dropping anyway, bringing it down to less than 1500 and creating a bit of space to bring a unit back. It's the Cryptek, and also you'll see the two Scorpek destroyers here as well, or heavy destroyers. So I'm running double patrols. That's costing me 2 CP, extra Warlord trait and extra relic being taken, and also Hand of the Pharaon being used as well. So down to 6 command points here for this Necron force. So it's Mefrit Dynasty. At half range, it's an extra AP -1 for shooting, and plus 3 inches to shooting range as well. Grants access to some unique relics, warlord traits, and so on, stratagems as well. So in no particular order, I'll go through the HQs first of all. So Taman Ra on his Catacomb command barge, he'll actually be second in command in this game. Have given him the Resurrection Orb, which is the Relic Resurrection Orb, so a very efficient one at 4 pluses to get units or models back up. It's a Gauze Cannon for him and a War Scythe being taken. have given him a warlord trait, it's Merciless Tyrant, so +1 attack and +1 strength. Then in command is Ramses here. It's the Overlord on foot with the Scythe. Tachyon arrow for him. As relic is Veil of Darkness, so himself and a unit nearby can jump and relocate. That's turn 1 onwards. Also taking the Warden. Relic for him is the one that's unique to Mephrit Dynasty, so it's the Conduit of Stars. It's the Warden just there. And then I have dropped Illuminor Xeris and then brought back in a Cryptek here with the cloak, so you can move the 10 inches, able to resurrect models, repair models, and so on. So hopefully a useful unit. And then on to troops, just one big blob of Necron warriors, split 50-50, so there's 20 of them, 10 with Gaul's Reapers, and then 10 with Gaul's Flayers, and then 2 squads of 10, 5 Reapers and 5 Flayers in each of those squads. So that's the troops choices. Then on to add elites. I've got a Plasma Sight and then 6 of the Skorpek Destroyers. And then onto fast attack, 6 Tomb Blades here with Particle Beamers and Shield Veins then for 3-up save. And also the 5+ Invuln save upgrade being taken for those as well. And then finally, for a bit of firepower, just sniping firepower here, which could cause trouble for the tower, it's 2 of the Heavy Destroyers here. So running them as a pair. The idea is that perhaps if one's brought down, it can be resurrected. As the idea, they are a core unit now, so a chance to give some buffs and bonuses to those. I rate their firepower. I think they could cause trouble. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they get a chance to do something, but it will be a hostile environment for sure. Tower firepower, no doubt, will be deadly. So real test here for the Necrons, but we'll throw them against the tower and see what happens. 1,500 points to Necrons. We'll take a look and see what the tower have in their list next. All right, so 1,500 points of Tau here to take on the Necrons. So running them as Tau Sept. So the key part of that is a reroll once per turn for a hit or a wound roll. And +3 inches to aura abilities as well. Double patrol, so costing 2 CP to do that. Extra warlord trait and extra relic being taken, so down to 8 CP available here for the Tau. So double patrol and then also Lord of War as well, but the command points cost for that is refunded. Here that's just putting Shadow Sun into the list. So she's going into a Supreme Command Detachment costing 0 CP. Warlord trait is Exemplar of the KOYO. You have to take that for her. She'll be the Warlord. She has to be the Warlord of this force as well with that character. Then the second HQ choice is Long Strike here, the character Hammerhead. Railgun being taken for him. Smart missile systems, and then also 2 Seeker missiles being taken for him. Then next is a Cadre Fireblade. Ortu's Lantern, however it's pronounced. The Markolite is 6d6 instead of 1, so a great way of lighting up targets with that relic for him. Then finally, the fourth HQ choice is the commander here. It's Commander Ghost Tired. Fusion Blaster, Cyclic Iron Blaster, Missile Pod, Plasma Rifle, 2 Shield Drones being taken for him. Warlord trait is Precision of the Hunter, so it's reroll hits and wounds. Fantastic Warlord trait that he can take. And then the relic is the Solid Image Projection Unit, just identified by this model here, this drone model. Gives him a 4+ Invuln save, and then each turn, the first failed save changes to damage of 0. He is in an Enforcer battlesuit for him, so 2-up save, an extra wound as well. A bit slower, 8 inches for him with his movement. Then on to troops, 2 units of strike team Fire Warriors here, all equipped with pulse rifles, 2 squads of 10, no upgrades, and then 2 squads of breaches, 2 squads of 10. Then on to elites, it's Crisis Battlesuits. The way the points have worked out here for this 1,500 point game, had to reduce the drones down, so it's 1 drone each for each of the Crisis Battlesuits. All 3 equipped the same, taking the double Fusion Blaster and Missile Pod. It's the old Fire Knife configuration for those. Then from Forge World, it's the Hazard Battlesuit here. It's taking 2 gun drones being added. And the weapon configuration is the Fusion Cascades. There's 2 of those being taken for that unit. Then on to heavy support. It's 1 broadside here with 2 missile drones, heavy rail rifle being taken for him, a double plasma rifle, and then also taking the Seeker missile. And finally, it's Hammerhead number 2, just to work alongside. They come as a pair, they hunt together. So Hammerhead number 2 being taken here, exactly the same loadout as Long Strike, with the 2 Seeker missiles, smart missile systems, and the railgun being taken for him. That's the list here for the Tau. Expecting them to do well against the Necrons, but we shall see what happens. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next for this 1500 points game. Alright, so we have a scenario here. It's taken from the Grand Tournament 2022 book here, Warzone Necmund, and its conversion is the name of the mission. So playing deployment in corners here. Necrons will deploy in this corner of the battlefield. So that's the view that they have, looking out across in that direction, marked by the orange dice. And across the other side, over in the other corner, will be the Tau. So a few mission rules for this one. Leading from the front, it's called, to get your CP bonus at the start of each command phase, your warlord has to be on the battlefield or embarked inside a transport that's on the battlefield. And then for primary objectives, there's 5 of them on the table. There's 1 dead center, which is just tucked on top of this building here. And then 1 in each deployment zone, sort of in a box going around the board. There's 1 just here inside the Necron deployment zone, and then across the other side, 1 there for the Tau in their deployment zone, and then 2 in no man's land. This one across here, and then 1 across here just next to the tank traps barricades. So 5 objectives in total. So if you control 1 or more objective markers at the start of the command phase, it's worth 4 points. If you control 2 or more, it's worth another 4 points. And if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. Then also for primaries is Corrupted Ground. So at the end of each player's turn, the player whose turn it is scores 4 victory points if they control the objective marker in their opponent's deployment zone. So if the Necrons control that one over there inside the Tau deployment zone, and if the Tau get here and control this, it's worth 4 points. 2 points if they control either of the objective markers in no man's land. So that's that one there, and the one over in the other corner. And then they lose a victory point. So a point is deducted if they do not control their own home objective markers. There is an incentive to hang on to the home objective as well. But a nice spread of objectives around the board, a good stretch across the table here. So you can expect a good spread of play across the table. So that's the mission. For terrain, this is MedMech terrain on the board, usual rules for that. Plenty of Munitorum armoured containers. We're going to play this one because of the height of it and the structure. We're going to play that as obscuring terrain, so it's solid there for line of sight blocking. And there's other structures dotted about. This one here will play as a large Munitorum armoured container, so on top is exposed position, but light cover for infantry and so on, sheltering behind. There's some pipes, boxes and barrels, and tank traps and barricades across the board as well. Each of us will now choose 3 secondaries each for this battle. Alright, so secondaries have been chosen for both sides. Aaron's gone for assassination here to take on the Necron characters. There's 4 of them to go after. Retrieve Necron data, so that's performing actions in table quarters, and engage in all fronts, that's occupying table quarters with qualifying units. The Necrons have gone for engage in all fronts as well, and assassination for Aaron's characters, a good number of those. Well, there's 4. Yeah, 4 each. Yeah, okay. And then purge the vermin here, so the clearance of table quarters, to pick up points as well. That's secondaries for both sides. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. Battle mat is from gamemat.eu, 6x4 in size, and we just mark out the boundary for this battle just for the pipes and barricades. Also using some of their pre-painted terrain, so the industrial terrain set here, these larger containers, and those buildings over there are from that set, and also a single piece of terrain here from gamemat.eu in the middle of the board we're using also. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats in all shapes and sizes, and their pre-painted terrain sets as well. Link for that is in the video description below. Alright, so deployment is done. Necrons deploying in mass here. No reserves for them at all. Tomb Blades anchoring the extreme right hand side. So just bear in mind this is line of sight blocking terrain here, so Necron's making use of that to some degree. The large unit of Necron warriors on the right hand side of the structure, Tamara is with them, and to his right is the Scorpec destroyers. The Warden just tucked behind them, and also the Plasma Sight. In the middle is the Technomancer, and then also Ramses, and then on the left hand side the 2 units of 10 Necron warriors. And then finally the Locust Heavy Destroyers, trying to make the best use of this terrain that we can. Their firepower is good, but they're vulnerable to being blown off the board by the Tau. We'll swing around to the other side of the table and take a look at Aaron's deployment. So, the 2 Hammerheads deploying at the back here, happy to sit at the back with their exceptionally long range. Then just in front on top here is the broadside with the 2 missile drones. The commander just deploying just behind a unit of fire warriors. Cadre Fireblade with them, getting ready to use this Marker Light ability. And then over on this side, shielding Commander Shadow's Son is a unit of fire warriors. So Aaron has reserves. He's paid 2 CP to put the 2 units of breachers into reserve so they can flank and arrive turn 2 onwards. The Crisis Battlesuits to man to strike, and then also the Hazard Battlesuit to man to strike as well. So Tau have some nasty reserves to turn up on the board to turn 2 onwards. So Tau firepower is dangerous. Necrons with a reputation for durability, but that didn't really help the Death Guard in the previous game. But a fresh challenge here. We've got a bit of a theme going. It's break the Tau is the theme. If any of the armies on the channel can do it, so we'll see if the Necrons can in this fight. It's a real clash here. Oldest codex versus youngest, perhaps oldest faction versus youngest faction here. So nice theme developed between these two. Haven't seen them collide for a while, so it's good to see Tau take on the Necrons here. But we'll go on to turn 1, which will be, we are both Xenos scum today, so we can...
I love the old Xenos scum.
Oh, how polite. It's a 2. Wouldn't mind going first.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. Tau will definitely go first. Right, so turn 1 to the young race here. We'll let the Tau go first. Turn 1 to them coming up next. Right, so turn 1 to the Tau. Aaron's about to make his move here. Tau went first last time against the Death Guard, so this is going to be a real test for the Necrons to see how much punishment they can take. So we're talking about different combinations that could potentially frustrate and take on the Tau. One of them is screening hordes screening hordes, not screaming hordes, but screening, where you have larger units protecting characters and so on behind us. We've got a bit of that going on here with the larger squads of Necron warriors protecting some of the characters there for the Necrons. Also, this piece of terrain here, this line of sight blocking terrain, will help the Necrons to a degree. So it's about maneuverability here for the tower to get into position and punish the Necrons as much as they can. So a real test of Necron durability and Tau firepower. Necron's not the fastest here as well, so there'll be ground to cover. But then the question is, how far forwards do the Tau push? Because they'll need to, here for 9th edition. They need to control primary objectives. If the Necrons do come forwards, which I think they must, they need to watch out for Tau reserves. Aaron has plenty of them at his disposal as well. Okay, I think Aaron's happy enough to use the towers at the receiving end of their firepower, so a chance for him to dish out some damage with these. So, the two hammerheads have shifted across in the command phase. Long strike blessed hammerhead number 2, just the two of these working in partnership. Fire warriors have shifted across in this direction. The commander has gone with them. I'll call out the Phoenix Lords in just a moment. They've been allocated to units. Then the broadside, he's moved down as he's moved across just there with the missile drones, but staying within range of the objective. It's just tucked across here. Fire warriors are performing a retrieve Necron data action. And then Shadow Sun, she is hidden from the Necrons. They can't see her, and she's shifted across in that direction over there, the two drones going with her. So some manoeuvring from the tower, no panic from them. They're sort of pushing around on both flanks, and then their core of firepower here in the middle. At the start of the movement phase, deploy Marker Light here with the Cadre Fireblades, getting ready to use his Marker Lights. Some limitation on targets. Necrons have shielded some important units in the middle, but Aaron can certainly see targets for sure. No psychic phase. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So, Phoenix Lords, that's the highest tier on YouTube channel membership. So they are allocated units in our games, all of the battle reports. So Devon has been put in charge of the commander here, Commander Ghost Tide. Then Longbow BB is hammerhead number 2. So we've got long strike and longbow working together here. And then, no, it's in reserve, right? The hazard battle suit has been given to Vagabond here, who is a Tau player himself. So we've given the Forge World model to him. And then for the Necrons, Michael Fryer in charge of the Scorpic Destroyers. And then Chris Comiskey will go with the debut unit here. So the two destroyers, they have been allocated to him. So that is movement done. Brace yourself, Necrons. Here comes Tau Firepower next. Okay, so Marker Lights first of all, in range and can see the Tomb Blades. So with Ortu's Lantern, it's 6 dice, needing 3s to put Marker Light hits on these. I can see 2 hammerheads pointing at my Tomb Blades. Oh dear. Okay, I think Aaron's plan is beginning to become apparent here. Yep. So 3s.
Okay, so 3.
3, okay.
We will put...
This is the broadside it's going to fire here. It's going after Tomb Blades.
Yeah, we'll put everything into that.
Everything. Okay, so that's going to be the heavy arrow rifle, 2 plasma rifle shots which are in range, the drones with their rockets, or the missile pods, and then also, are you going to fire the Seeker missile?
Yes.
Okay, and are you KOYO no Montka?
I am KOYO.
Okay. So that all kicks in turn 3 onwards? Yeah, okay.
Right, heavy real rifle.
Okay, so it's heavy 2. We have a built-in -1 to the hit rolls, thankfully. So then you're going to use the Marker Light to push it back up, so it's going to cancel it out. So it's 4s to hit. Okay. In range of anyone for reroll 1s? Or you can use your Tau reroll.
My Tau reroll. Yes.
Yes, the potent weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Helps.
Hits.
Okay. 3s to wound.
3s. Yeah, 3 and a 4.
Okay. So I think what we have here is 2 mortal wounds immediately.
And then -4.
Please. And then the 2 hits -4 have come through. We do have built-in 5+ invulnerable saves. thankfully. So Aaron's taken my Tau dice away from me, so I've had to, this is about the first time in about 5 years I've had to use different dice. So we're going to use these 2 red dice here. Looking for 5 pluses. Nicely tempted to use Patreons already, but we'll roll up here. We've got 1. Okay, and then we're going to lose...
It's a D3 plus 3. So.
Okay, that'll go. And then do command reroll at this point. I would say... Yeah, we'll... Oh, boy, we'll give it a go. Yeah. So, we'll go for... I was going to say Frank Shepard debut, but he's a Tau player. We'll go for... no. It's Tyler Schwab. Necrons needing a 4+, but it's a 5+ I need, so I'll think of someone else. There's some other Necron... Yes, there is. Carrie Kunkel, the Thrall of the Silent King. Necron player, if you hadn't guessed. 5+. Come on. Yes! 6! Well done. Okay, so we've kept that down to 2 casualties so far. Whew. Do you like the old 5+? With a command reroll, you do get them sometimes.
Would it not be 1 casualty? Because the other guy didn't work.
Yeah. So, yes, I've only lost 1 model so far. Thanks, Aaron. Okay. So, next up.
Oh, I think a Patronic Seeker Missile.
Yes.
Well, we'll go with the
Frank Shepard, right, debut for the Tau. Here we go. It's a 5-point rocket. It's expensive.
Come on. Yep.
6, nice plumb hit. We'll carry on with Frank here.
Okay.
So 3s to wound still, toughness 5.
Yep.
Yes, just about. It's AP minus 3 or 4. So we'll go for a 5+ invulnerable save. Yeah, I'll go Patronic on this one as well. Andrew Swan just undeclared here with his allegiance. He could be a Necron player. He is. Oh, we're blocking. It's not the dice, Aaron. It's me. It's me where I get the good results. Okay, next.
Okay. Twin plasma rifle.
Absorbing. Damage.
2.
Oof, 2 hits, yeah. Strength 9 on that as well, I think. Double 1. Okay. Drones. 2 shots each, so 4 shots. Needing 5s. Maybe even needing 6s. I don't think they're... Well, it's 1s and 2s and 3s, so they've missed.
Okay.
Right, so we'll try and resurrect. 2 5s and 6s. What an insult that would be to the 2. No, okay, so we have lost 1. 1 model slain, but we've survived well enough. Right, next is Long Strike. That's that hammer there, the one on the left. He's going here again?
Yes.
Right, okay. And unleashing everything?
Yeah, actually the smart missiles.
Yes.
I'll put in here.
Lead unit front.
Yeah.
Necron Warriors, fine. And then the 2 Seeker missiles are going to be unleashed against these? They are, okay.
So, we'll start with the real gun.
Oh boy. 2s.
Hit.
Yep, 2s because Aaron's using the marker light. 2s. A 1. Don't worry, you get a reroll for Tau. Just don't roll up. 4, okay. And I just simply remove.
Yeah.
Not even a Patreon can stop that one from coming through. Next. Double Seeker missile.
Yeah. The mortal wounds, are they...
Oh, yes.
The mortal wounds?
Yes, right. Oh. In which case, another one?
Yeah.
And then immortal. Oh, that's painful. That's disgusting. Carry on. It really is bad. Okay.
Okay, Seeker?
Yeah, 2 Seekers. Oh, no, the Team Blades are in trouble here.
Okay. That's still a hit, yes? Long strike.
On 2s. Yeah. Oh, no, built-in -1 to hit rolls. So 1 has missed. So you can now use your targeting array reroll.
For not that.
Okay.
So
3s to wound.
It's a 2, so I could use my Tau reroll for that.
Yes, as the Tau roll's been used already for that reroll wound with the railguns. All right, so none of the Seekers have made it through. So next is smart missile systems. I maybe have lost 2 models here, so we'll do our reanimations. Be very, very useful to get one of these models back, which we do on a 555. Haha. And we'll even go a bit further forwards, showing our enthusiasm. Shoot at us, we move closer to you. Okay, so 4 Tomb Blades alive. Next.
Okay, smart missiles into the warriors.
Yes. There's 8 shots. Yeah, 4 more. Just firing the 2 of them together. Straight 2s for hits, yeah.
Yep.
And it will be 3s to wound at strength 5, toughness 4.
That is 4.
Okay. I believe it's AP -1 now. So we'll get cover. So we'll go back up to...
Cover.
Oh, right, okay. So 5s then. We block 2. Rerolling 1s. Oh, no, sorry. That's for reanimation. So I've blocked 2. 2 have been slain. 5 powers finished against them. So I will now try and reanimate on 5s. And nothing. Okay, so 2 Necron Warriors gone. Okay, so Hammerhead number 2 is Aaron's going for exactly the same combination. So these are going to be picked on again. And then the Necron Warriors with the smart missile systems. I need to remove 2 of these, and then Aaron's about to use the 3rd. Okay, so that's all the Marker Light support gone, but it's certainly been useful.
Okay, so 3s for him.
Yes, this is the rail gun.
Okay.
It's a 2.
So we use his
Targeting array.
targeting array.
Yeah, for the reroll.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 3. The mortal wounds come through at the winding stage. Successful wind roll. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
3s.
Right, now comes the Tau reroll.
Stress.
I don't know how many rerolls you need. Stress, wasn't it? Just about goes through. Right, okay. So, yes, we're wondering now. So, do we put mortal wounds through now, or do I put...
So it's in addition to any other damage. So I guess it comes along with the damage.
Yes. Or damage first, sort your damage out and then add on the mortal wounds after. Okay, we've got a bit of a 40k trivia question coming up here.
Yeah, I guess since there's no one once you have to take it all happens at the same time.
So either I'm going to remove 2 models from mortal wounds.
No, you roll 1.5.
Yeah, 3 mortal wounds. So it's going to kill one and kill another.
Yeah.
And then I'll remove 1 for your...
For the straight through.
Straight through.
Yeah.
Or I'll take 1 off and then remove 1 and put a wound on another. So we've got to find out the order here. It's the difference between 1 model. Or no, it's the difference between 2 models or 3. Yeah, so correct us if we're wrong. We reckon as I allocate... Aaron's wounded. I then allocate that attack first. And then once that's all been resolved, Aaron then says, oh, it's 3 mortal wounds in addition to any damage that's been inflicted. So railgun comes through, destroys that straight away. I then take 3 mortal wounds. So I'm going to take him away and then put a wound on him, like so. Okay, I think we're happy enough with that result. And then now the 2 Seeker missiles. It's very handy having that little bit extra kick there with those extra missiles coming through if they hit their targets, which we have got 1 hit come through. Okay.
Does he get reroll 1s for long strike?
We'll have a little look.
Just
I don't think so, but it's worth a check.
Reroll 1 hit roll.
Just looking to see if there's a reroll 1's aura ability similar to what the Tau commanders grant.
No, he gives them the marker light.
Yes, that's right.
So it basically didn't use that marker light token. But
Yes, I'll put that back. Okay.
okay. So but I could use a command reroll.
Yes, haven't used it yet.
Okay. Okay. 2 hits.
It's the land of the rerolls here with Tau. Everything's rerollable.
There's many rerolls.
Trying to wound now.
Yeah,
Oh, 2. Right, okay. This is huge. This is massive. Huge. Patreons, help. 5 pluses again. There's got to be a couple more Necron players. I know there's...
Dave Humphreys, is that Necrons?
Yes, thanks, Aaron. Dave Humphreys, Necron player. 5 plus. God, it's cock dice. Yeah, we're both in agreement. Totally cock dice. We'll roll again. 6! Patreons, I love them. And then next one. Thanks for pointing that one out, Aaron. That was good. Can you see any others?
No.
Right, what's next? What's next close to Scott Costello's Tau player, by the way? Okay, I'll go for an undeclared then.
Oh, Tyler Summers?
So he is. There's more Necron players than you think. Okay, Tyler Summers. What if we'll just rock? God, done it! Wow, I've never felt so helped by Patreons than that. That is some result come through, keeping the Tomb Blades alive, and now the ultimate necronic chrome insult. 5 pluses, and the answer is yes. We resurrect another Tomb Blades. It's managed to only kill 3 of them. Alive. So I have to say, reanimation is a big thing here for Necrons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart missiles, they're just in range with...
Yes, Necron Warriors, yeah.
So, 3.
Okay.
3. Okay. 3.
Yep.
-1.
So 5s. Oh, we didn't block them. Okay, so 3 casualties taken, or not. No, dear. Right, okay, so squad halved in size. Okay, so we're surviving all right, but what's going to happen to us once we move out of this terrain and Aaron can pick on any target he wants with... this is going to be still going to be a tough one for the Necrons, but we'll see what Aaron rolls up next. I think it's the commander about to fire his variety pack of weaponry here.
So, fragmentation projector, yes, they're all going into that.
The damaged unit?
Yeah, damaged unit.
Right, okay, I think Aaron's looking for the wipeout here against this squad.
So D6. Okay, 6.
Okay. Oh, it's 2s.
Strength 4?
Yeah.
Mine, but like. 2s to hit. He rerolls.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Force to wound. Just the 1. Is there any minus on this one?
Yeah, -1.
5s. Nope.
Okay.
It's 1 casualty so far. I think the fusion blaster's out of range.
Yeah, missile pod.
Yeah, 2s.
Use my...
Tau now, yeah.
Yeah. So 6.
Okay.
Okay.
3s.
3s.
1 comes through.
-2.
-2. 6 up. No. Yeah, 5 for cover.
Yeah.
For the Munitron container.
Yeah.
So we do pass, just about.
Okay. Plasma rifle.
Yes, that is in range.
Hits.
This will kill me.
Going on a 3.
AP minus on that one?
4.
It is -4. Right, nothing I can do, so that one will go. So it's 2 slain. A chance to resurrect. Snake Eyes, which is rerollable for warriors. And no, poor rolls here. So squads of 10 Necron warriors feel very vulnerable here. So 7 casualties taken on those, just 3 left.
That's it for shooting.
5 power's done. Obviously no charges, no combat. So we'll leave it at that point. Damage has been okay.
For the tower.
Mediocre for the Tau, yeah. I think that's a good summary of Tau firepower here. So Necrons can, I was going to say breathe a sigh of relief, but they don't really do that. But they'll count themselves fortunate here against the Tau. Damage has been light, I think, is a good summary at this stage. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Necrons. A bit of morale here. Oh boy, we'll roll up to see what we get. It's a 4, so that's a failure. And then we will, don't roll 1s and 2s. We don't, so we'll lose 1 model from that squad. And that's their morale done. Leadership 10 on those, they'll be absolutely fine. And that is the end of the turn. We'll see if any points have been picked up here by the Tau. Okay, so points-wise, no points picked up for primaries here. There is a chance to pick up corrupted ground on turn 1, but nothing's come through. And then Aaron's performed retrieve Necron data across there, so off the mark with that, but no other points coming through at this stage. We'll now go on to turn 1 for the Necrons. Okay, so turn 1 to the Necrons. The intention is to cause more damage in the shooting phase, whether that happens or not. But I think there's the potential. We've made an ambush move here, so Veil of Darkness has been used. Ramses has moved. The command phase first, we blessed a number of units, but the main blob of Necron warriors has turned up here, relocating, and Shadow Sun is about to be ambushed by them. Ramses is just with them. He's deployed just here. Yeah, it's just making a slight adjustment. The unit has to be within 6 inches of him, so I've just put him just to there and tucked the warriors in a little bit just to correct the movement there with the ambushing units. Then across here, that unit was blessed, by the way, before they moved. Then we also blessed Hand of the Pharaoh, so there's 3 +1 to hit rolls to hand out. That's from Tamra and Ramses. So one was the Necron Warriors, the big blob squad. Across here, Living Metal Wound restored on the Tomb Blades, and they were blessed at the start of the command phase. And then we also blessed the debut unit here, the Destroyers. So the Heavy Destroyers, they've moved up on top. I don't think I can hide them for very long. If I do hide them behind here, I think Aaron will try and flush them out with deep striking units. So I'm just going to commit them here. They're going to get 1 turn of shooting at least before they're picked on and possibly removed. Scorpec Destroyers, 11-inch move from them in total with an advance. They've shifted across in this direction. They can shield some of my character units whilst they maintain their strength. So Tamra has moved up. The Warden's moved up, and he can see through the gap here against the broadside. Cryptek restored 2 Necron Warriors to this damaged squad here, and this squad's just limped along just to hide behind here as much as they can. And this squad of 10 moving back this direction a little bit just to keep a presence there on the home objective. And that is about it for movement here for the Necrons. So we'll go on to their shooting phase next. Okay, so we're going to fire across here first of all. So Gorz Reaper's all in range, going to let loose against Shadow Sun here. I've played Disintegration Capacitors, just want to try and up the firepower a little bit. So that will mean 6s to hit is auto wounds, just to get a bit extra damage coming through. I think Shadow Sun's about 7 wounds. There's a fair bit to try and chew through against her. 2s to hit, then -1 for Shadow Sun. So yeah, look, some auto wounds have come through. And then we'll now try and wound against your toughness 4.
5.
She's toughness 5. Forced to wound them. It's helped. Okay, so that's the situation there. And then we'll go for the Gorz Flayers next. So again, rapid fire, it's going to be another 20 shots. But we'll be on 5s to wound that. So just using some Imperial Fist dice. Okay, so we've got some auto wounds, and then we'll take away the misses. Oh, that's 2. And then we're on 5s now. Strength 4, toughness 5. And there's some. Okay, so I think the AP could be the same. AP -1 on the Flayers, then a further AP -1 for Mefrit half range, okay. And then the Reapers are standard AP -2. Yeah, it's all AP -2, so whatever way Aaron wants to do it.
Right. Well, we'll start with drones.
In 6s. He's got 1. He's got 2. Oh, please. Oh, please, stop. Don't you... Oh! 6, 6, 6 and a 5. One drone gone. Oh, there's another drone. Well done. So that's 4 so far. 6 on the book. 6 again. Oh. Okay, right.
And now she's on her...
Check that drone. Check that drone. It's not a 5+ info save one of those drones. Please, no. I'm just going to check the book here.
Those are what?
There's a command uplink drone is one of them. And then there's a...
Is it command link drone?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
One of them's gone. One of them's just seeing if any of those 2 is a 5+ info save. I know she has... Commander Shadow Sun definitely has a 5+ info save.
No.
Nothing. Okay, that's fine. So they can be removed. That's fine.
So then she's got how many's left there?
10.
10.
Those drones may have done it.
8.
What's her starting save?
3 up.
3 up. So it's 5 ups either way, right? Okay.
So we need to save 4 of these to keep her.
Yeah. I think the drones have saved you. Or maybe not. Oh.
I think this might call.
For a command reroll, a big one. She's taken 7 wounds precisely.
Let's go Patronic here.
If you survive, I will put a tachyon arrow down your gullet. Bruce Zhao for the Tau, also known as Shazo Marks. This is a big roll for Bruce. No, it's got a 6. What is up with the Patreons today? Oh, they're on fire. Okay, she survives with 1 wound left. She's the warlord, right? That is it. She's going to get a tachyon arrow right between the eyes. So we're gonna fire Ramses. Tyler Schwab is a loyal Necron player who gives you 4 pluses if you need them, and so far his record on the channel is 100% so far. No pressure. No! Come on, reroll. I have to. Tyler Schwab, take 2. No! Missed! Oh!
She survived.
She did survive. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to charge her. I'll charge her. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Shadow Sun survives with 1 wound left. It's a moment of glory there, potentially, but she's dodged that shot coming through. She probably taunted him to fire and then just boosted out of the way. Okay, firepower on that flank is complete, but Shadow Sun crucially remains alive. That's 4 victory points denied to us there with the tachyon arrow shot not coming through. Okay, so decisions to make here. Where to fire next? I've got a few options available. Okay, here we go. 18 shots to the Tomb Blade. It's going to go into the broadside. Going to play Talent for Annihilation. So 6 is to hit. No, sorry, it's to wound. Is mortal wounds in addition. Okay, going to go for 2s to hit the target. Using Imperial Fist dice. If you only select to shoot until the end of that phase, each time a model win, that unit makes an attack and a modified wound roll of 6 years to win. Okay, so 6 to wound is good. Your overall toughness
5.
is 5. Right, so it's 3s to wound with particle beam and strength 6. Okay, well, 2 mortal wounds will come through. It depends on how, this is the same kind of rules we were talking about earlier on, so it depends on how Aaron decides to allocate these. So we're going to try and we'll take away our failed wounds. Right, there's no AP minus on these, so sort of logically you'd put it on the model, but with the rules, just checking, once you allocate to a model, for the rest of that phase, damage coming through has to be allocated to that model, as long as it survives. So you've got 7 saves of 2+, if it goes on there. There's no AP minus going on. There's 2 additional mortal wounds to come through as well. And I take it, mortal wounds will have to be allocated to whatever model Aaron decides to allocate to. So it's a bit of a conundrum. It's tricky shooting at Tau when they have drones, but it's also tricky for the Tau player deciding how to allocate hits when there's drones present. There is also that stratagem save your protocols, which Aaron could use to try and save the day for a bit of damage coming through.
Yeah, so I could allocate to the suit and then you save your protocol.
A big hit of something, yes.
I think I might do that. Yeah.
Right, so 7 saves of 2+. This will absorb most of the damage at least.
Okay, yeah.
All of them, so negates that. And then he'll put 2 mortal wounds onto the broadside. It's been upped in wounds now, so it's actually 6 wounds left, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to stick the Warden into the same target. Not quite within rapid fire range. It'll be 3 shots needing 3s. We get our hits. This is good. We'll be on 3s to wound at strength 6. God, that's a pain. Because that's a decent weapon. Okay, -2 on that one. So 4-up save. It has to go. It'd be 2 damage if this goes through. As there is a stratagem if Aaron wants to stop that one.
No, I think there might be.
Okay.
4-up?
Yeah.
Passed.
Well done on a 5. Alright, so tough choices where to shoot at. Here's 3 main targets to go for. It's the broadside that's taking some damage but not much, and there's the 2 hammerheads there at the back. I'm going to fire the Comiskey Destroyers here. I'm going to go into long strike. I'm going to have to go after him. It's the most valuable target. So they've been blessed. So going to fire the unit together. So the 2 shots coming through. I need 2s. Okay, we've hit. I'm going to play Techno Oracular Targeting. Before making a wound roll, yeah, do not make a wound roll. So I'm going to auto pass one of those wounds. There's a method to my madness here. And then I'm going to try and wound with the other, just on 1 dice. I should have kept a command rear on standby, but I didn't. So I need a 3+. Patreons, help me. You're my only hope. Oh, Martin, Vagabond, look, it says Space Marines and others.
Okay.
Who knows? It's a very wide variety. Come on, yes, it's gone through. Okay, so AP -4. This is a good debut here. So it bypasses the armor. 6d3 damage. Oh, yes, come on. Okay, that's 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds taken. Okay, feeling the urge to paint another model for that unit to make him a unit of 3. Okay, 11 damage, 14 wounds model, so 3 wounds left on long strike, but hefty damage coming through from the destroyers. They've been made core. Here are the updates to the rules. That's one of the things that we've noticed as well with 9th edition is the sort of updates to help, which helps to some degree for the older codexes. So those upgrades and improvements have certainly helped codexes, and it's helped the Necrons here. That core ability means they get the +1 to hit rolls, can be granted to them and so on, and it's helped out the heavy destroyers. It's almost sniped a tank with those. Okay, well, they got to shoot before they're potentially removed. Aaron's got a number of targets to go after. We'll go for Tamim Ra. I'm going to try and finish off long strike. He is in range 27 from Efrit Dynasty. So we're going to try and hit on 2s with the Gauss Cannon. No pressure. 5s. Just 1 would be very useful. None! Ouch. Would have been D3 damage. Okay, so no wounds coming through from him. I'm looking around for any kind of help from anyone else. And that is it. Shooting phase is finished. Charges. Yes, there may well be a charge. We'll go on to charge phase next. Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
Charge. Overwatch? You could, whether it's worth it.
Are you happy to come off your objective?
No, I could. We could do a happy conga. No, it's probably not worth it. Aaron's going to hold on to the CP. He's got 6 left. I've got 2. Here comes the charge. Maxfield Knuckles, taking 2 dice to represent him. Patreons are an absolute fire. Double 6. The Necrons, all of a sudden, the Warriors, surge ahead to finish off Shadow Sun. They're going to try and make the sun set on her reign. Here goes 20 Necron Warriors going to try and hunt down Shadow Sun. All they need is 1 wound to go through against her, and she'll be brought down. Okay, charge has gone ahead. It does leave Ramses a little stranded, but having said that, I think it might be tricky for Aaron to try and find a spot to ambush him here, but he sent the Necron Warriors storming ahead. I've also performed a piling move of those. There's 12 models going to get to attack. The rest are strung out across in this direction. Now, bear in mind, they have been blessed, so I'm +1 to the hit rolls. So there's -1 ranged attacks. I would imagine against Aaron will check. It's most likely it's a stealth field, so Aaron's just going to double check. Okay, just 1 attack each. We have played, for another CP, disruption fields. So +1 strength, we'll make them strength 5. 2s. Okay. And then 4s. Your starting save is a 3+. Okay, well that stratagem helped with a single wound coming through. We've got 6. You can go 1 at a time or all of them at the same time, whatever you want to do. Command reroll on standby as well. Aaron could pass this. He's going to go 1 at a time. Pass that one. Failed that one, just need to pass the rest. You just roll them all together, it's up to you. Okay. Yeah, 3 have failed. We've got her. Hurrah. She's gone. It took a lot of effort, but Shadow's son caught in an ambush, then charged and hacked down by vengeful Necron warriors. The old triumph against the young here at this stage. Interesting stuff going on in this game. Combat's resolved. Any morale for anybody? No. All right. So we'll calculate points scored here by the Necrons at the end of their first turn. Yes, points have been picked up by the Necrons. 4 points for assassination. Also 2 points for primaries here for controlling a no man's land objective here at the end of our turn. So 6 points to 0 at this stage. It is very early stages here, but I would say, well, damage, we lost more stuff. Aaron's just lost a potent character, so it's kind of level-ish at this point, but Necrons have struck back. But to get into position to strike, some of our key units are now out in the open and available to be shot at here. So turn 2 for the tower may well prove deadly, especially if Aaron decides to bring down deep striking reserves with their firepower as well. So Necrons could be cut down quickly, but we'll see what happens. A real test for them next, but they're locking horns with the tower and holding their own at this stage at least. We'll go on to the second turn of the game as the tower prepared to respond. Okay, so movement's complete here for the tower. Sort of maintain their presence around here. Going to rely upon firepower for a second turn, but there's a whole load of other activity taking place here. Aaron's brought on all of his reserves, so it's really going to kick off. Now, at this point, Hammerhead's relocating slightly. I think Aaron's planning to perhaps use submunition across here. Fire Warriors lining up to shoot, and then joined by Breachers have turned up as well. So double layer there, getting ready to shoot. I think you backed up a few inches here with the broadside. Okay, so that's moved back. Commander's jumped up here. That's Devon.
Yes.
Fire Warriors moving across here. Nakmunding.
No, these guys are Nakmunding, the shooting.
Okay, yes. We'll go around the other side of the board and you can see the deep striking and reserve units that have arrived. Yes, Aaron's saying the Fire Warriors over there, they're not far away enough from the central line. So Crisis battlesuits have turned up here with their drones. So there's an ambush, this is what we feared. And then the Hazard battlesuits join them as well. This is the Vagabond unit with its fusion cascades. And then the Breachers have turned up over on this flank, and they are Nakmunding across here just to help bring victory points in. So Necrons are surrounded now. It's official. It's a chrome sandwich here, and towers the bread. We'll go on to shooting phase next.
Destroyer dude, these guys.
The destroyers? Oh no. Right, Aaron's going to plaster them with Markalite. Shots here. So 6 dice, needing 3s. It's the magic lantern.
Go. Okay, 5.
Nice. So, firepower. Aaron's got lots of firepower at his disposal. All we've really killed is Shadow Sun. That's it. So Aaron's army well positioned to let loose with almost its full fire potential. This will probably hurt the Necrons a lot. Here we go. It's just the resources. It's yeah, your ballistic skill's average, but you can compensate for it, and there's so many layers of bonuses it can make it very accurate indeed. And then it's the upping of the damage is the real potency here with the tout.
Well, we will play sub-munitions on long strike.
Right.
So he's going to go into
The warriors.
the warriors.
Yes, this is a stratagem Aaron's using.
And we'll put his smart missile systems in there.
The same target.
Yeah.
Fine.
So it's they're still a full unit of 20.
They are, yes.
So 20 dice, needing 3s because they're above 11 models, so 3s are mortal wounds.
I hope there's a cap.
8.
8.
Yeah.
That's fair. Mine's capped at 3, you know. For talent for annihilation.
16, 18, 20.
Okay. Are you sure?
It's the new Toy Codex.
It is, yeah. Oh boy.
Where is it here? Right. Instead of making attacks with the real guns, like one enemy unit is not within engagement range of any unit.
It's dice per model.
Is within 36 inches and visible. Roll 1d6 for each model in that
It
unit,
is. Yeah.
adding 1 to each roll if the unit has 11 or more models.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, 20 dice, 3 pluses. Madness continues.
Okay, so we just need 8 essentially.
So you're going to get it.
Yeah, I got it right.
Okay, we'll just roll straight on to... now, let me think now. I'm going to... So we'll go here. Oh, no, hang on a second. Oh, it's mortal wounds, isn't it? So,
Yes.
so looking something like that. Okay. And then the smart missile systems, 8 shots, needing 2s. No. 3s.
Yes.
5s for hits. Yeah, long strike is damaged. I forgot about that. He's taken heavy damage.
Okay. Just the one. I suppose I could use my targeting array.
Yeah, may as well.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, and I could use...
Use your tail dice. You may as well. Yeah, fair enough.
Nope. Alright, to wound...
3.
3. Yes.
-1, so we'll take a 5 plus, which we don't lose another one. Okay. Yes, it was the destroyers, heavy destroyers, that caused damage there against long strike. So, thankfully, we have a house rule here where debut units are allowed to survive for 2 turns at least. No. Okay, so I'm going to... He's done, right. So, oh, no. We're going to check the wording and the rules for reanimation, because I took mortal wounds. Yes, so this was pointed out to us in the comments section from the previous game with the Necrons. So each time, because we used to do it so that mortal wounds came through, you don't get your animations, but you do. It's each time an enemy unit shoots or fights, and the damage comes through. So that's a shooting attack that's come through against us. Similarly, if Aaron had done those attacks as close combat, we'd also be able to reanimate. But psychic phase is not a shooting attack nor close combat. It's psychic damage coming through, and that's where those mortal wounds that come through, we reckon you don't get your reanimation protocols. Correct us if we're wrong. Another trivia question emerges here, but I'm going to roll for my reanimations, needing 5 pluses. And I can reroll 1s. Okay, so 3. Return. And I'll go for... Yeah, I honestly think it scores flayers this time would be more useful. So I'll put 3 of those back on. So 6 casualties taken, but the large Necron warrior blob, making mental notes here. Not so worried about that. 6 damage coming through against a 10-man squad. Scary, but against 20, it's quite absorbable. That's a word. So that's hammerhead. That's long strike done. Okay.
I think...
All right, he's going to continue working on this flank here. Breaches next. So just 2 profiles for them now, short or long range.
So yeah, we'll have to go long range. 20 shots.
20 shots, yep. Great thing about these is they're strength 5. Okay, about average. Looks at 3s to wound.
Yep. Okay, and we'll use a tie roll.
Yes.
Okay. So that is
6
-1.
Okay. We'll allocate to models making use of the Uniform Armoured Containers. So I'll do 3 at a time. There's 3 models that qualify, so I'll do those. Well, they've just all passed. And 1 more does, so 2 slain. I have to take from here that one and that one. And then I shall endeavour to reanimate, which we do with 1. Okay, we'll go back to the same spot with him. Again, Necron Warriors absorbing the damage quite well. Right, next, unit of Fire Warriors, Relentless Fusillade being played. So you get the full 20 shots and an extra AP -1, which would be AP -2. This could be pretty good if the hits come through. And then it will be 3s to wound. Again, about average. Yes. I'm going to do a tower roll.
Nope.
Hey.
Only
4. Okay, we'll stick them on the same models that were taking cover. So we shall just roll 1 at a time here. So -2, so 5s. No. No. No, and I've got 1 other one. Yes, so that's like so. And then we'll try and reanimate with them, which we do 2. Fascinating. Large blobs of Necron Warriors. Not bad at all. Okay. So moving on, this flank, Necron's taking damage. 8 warriors lost, but still a tough enough unit remaining on the objective.
Longbow BB, we will do real rifle into the Scorpion destroyers.
Yes.
And smart missiles.
The railgun.
Go into the big blob.
Into the warriors, right. So just thinking off the top of my head here, Aaron, just suggesting 3 units of 20 Necron warriors potent enough against Tau.
Would be quite the challenge, yeah.
How interesting. Okay, with buffing characters with resurrection orbs, reanimating models and so on, like Cryptex, etc., etc., could prove useful enough. Interesting. Okay, yep. So, longbow BB.
Railgun, marker light help for free. So we'll go.
Oh, it's the railgun shot. He's going to go for a single shot here.
Well, we'll go longbow himself.
Longbow shall be longbow.
Okay, so we need 3.
Yes.
Okay, so we will use
missed.
Targeting array.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hits.
Just hit. 3. No.
Oh, 2s.
2s. Yes.
Wounds.
So wound. So yeah.
That's it. Just
3 plus 6 plus 3 more wounds.
right. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take him like so, and then I'll just simply take 3 mortal wounds.
Yes.
Yes, I've lost model. Okay. And then is anything else going against them? No. Right, so I'll do my reanimation protocols. Would be exceptionally useful to resurrect one of these. Oh, we're so close! Oh. Okay, protocol, by the way, we are on Protocol of the Undying Legions, and we've elected to go for an extra +1 wound when we do living metal. So I don't know why I'm wandering around with this model. I was just waiting to put him back on the board, hoping, but no, 2 lost. Which is a shame, we've lost 2, but okay. Next.
And the smart missile system then.
Yeah, 8 shots.
So he counts as having a marker light against anything he shoots at.
I think so, yeah.
So it's 3s against them as well. Okay, and 3s. Reroll 1 for Tau. Okay.
Yep.
3.
Okay, -1, so we'll go 5s. Nothing. And then we'll try and... so we're going to take those 3. And we'll try and reanimate. We do with 2. A lot of the damage that's come through against that squad, that they've rebuilt themselves here. Okay, so next.
Right. Next, we'll probably go broadside.
Broadside, yeah, just behind that building. Which unit is he going after?
Sorry, the Scorpic Destroyers.
Oh, the combat unit.
Yeah.
Right, targeting them. There's 4 models left. Aaron knows if they get their blades stuck into his units, there'll be trouble. Just want 1 reanimation, because then I can get the model closer. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so broadside, everything's going into the Scorpic Destroyers. Absolutely everything. So, Aaron's choice is?
We're going for real rifle first.
Right, 2 shots.
Hitting on 3s because of the marker lights.
Yes.
2 hits.
So I'll take one of the counters away for this one.
Strength 9.
3s to wound.
Wound. Yep, both wounded.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So these are -4, and then 1 mortal wound in addition for each.
Each one that goes through, yeah. Okay. And what damage are you going to be causing me? It's D3 plus 3.
+3.
Oh, it's a killer. Oh, brutal. So I'm going to allocate to the model because they're infantry. So I'll get a 6-up save, some kind of slim chance of trying to keep them alive. So I'm going to use Patreons here, looking for 6s. Evelyn Huxley, Anti-Imperial. A 6 would be incredibly
5.
good. Oh, 5. And then we'll go Marcus Anthony here. Looking for a 6. It's a real stretch.
5.
5 again. Oh, okay. Right, so that's going to... Oh, boy. It's going to slay 2.
Yeah.
I have to go for the ones that I said I'd take the cover save from. So it's those 2.
2 wounds.
Then 2 mortal wounds. Yep, so load those on. Fantastic damage. Wow.
Okay.
I'm going to have to allocate that to... the front guy. Oh. Okay.
Plasma rifle.
Yep.
3s. Have I used my tie? No,
Not yet.
I haven't.
So I'm just going to try and get a hit here.
Yep.
Which he does. Oh, he's going to wipe this unit.
3s.
No.
Okay. Can reroll?
Come on, reroll. Here it comes. No.
Okay.
Aaron's down to 3 CP left. Necron's on 1. So now it's down to drones. 4 shots. Need 5s.
2 hits.
3s.
1.
1 comes through. And again, I'll go Patronic with this save because it will slay a model if we don't block it. This will be Tom Weeks. 5. That'll do. We have blocked it just about. Again, thanks to a Patreon here. So 2 of the Scorpic Destroyers remain. Reanimation?
Yes, go ahead.
Come on. Big roll. Got him. We're going to return one of them to play. Okay, you can guess where I put the resurrected model. Oh, yes. He's there. How long he'll last there, we'll have to we'll have to see. Right. Next.
I think Devon.
Devin the commander.
His turn.
Right, now where is he going to shoot? This is the question. There's a number of threats for the tower to deal with.
He's going to go everything into that unit
Of
of the Scorpic Destroyer.
is he? Ooh. Okay.
So.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So what's going to go first?
Well, we could go.
This commander configuration, it's like a tower firepower variety pack. One of each flavour.
The fragmentation projector.
First, okay.
Yeah.
D6.
D6. 5.
Excellent.
2s. Okay. And 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
2.
-1.
And I'm sure people have said use Whirling Onslaught. I've got 1 CP left, so it's been tough. So these are AP minus
1.
1. So 4s. We block 1. yeah, I'm going to command reroll that one. It'll keep a model alive just to try and preserve the unit. We'll go for the artist formerly known as Veej. 4+, 50/50. This could be a lot more useful than everyone thinks. If we can pass. Okay, so I've got 3 models alive. Just putting pressure on the commander here to try and get the wipe out. If you don't wipe us out, I'm going to get you. Right, come on.
Okay.
Scorpec destroyers. They will slaughter whatever they touch if they can make it in.
Pod?
Missile pod, yep.
2s.
Okay.
3s.
3s, yeah.
Ooh.
So you could use Tau now. Or leave it for a fusion blast or a plasma rifle. If you're to wipe the squad, it's now you need to make the roll.
Yeah, okay, let's go. 3. Okay.
Got it.
-2.
It is -2, right. 5 pluses. I'm going to go Patronic again. Samuel Pananeri. Passed on a 5-4 Patreons. They really are influencing the game here.
Right.
He's gone straight over to the Patreon page. He's had enough.
Peter Almo.
Peter Almo.
This is the plasma rifle.
Yep. Hits. Aaron's cashing in on
Come on.
Patreons now. Oh no, not wounded. If we were to do a survey of the Patreons and ask them who's against the Tau, I think it's like it's unanimous. Okay.
Have we done
Fusion Blaster.
Fusion Blaster? Okay.
He's not going to give up with them.
Let's see. Oh.
That's our player, yeah. Scott Costello.
Okay, let's go. 2s.
6. Nice. Strength. No, it's not going to do it. No. We're toughness 5. Toughness 5 is huge now for 9th edition. Okay, so no. How many models we got left? 3. Any more reanimations I need to do? No. Right. Okay, interesting. Yes, very, very interesting here. As the Scorpec destroyers may... Oh, yeah, there could be a real opportunity for them. Okay, so any more firepower for anyone else? No, I've got all this lot. Oh, right, okay. It's not over yet. So where are they going? Oh, no, they won't pick on them again. No, he has to. Okay. So let Aaron decide his allocation here. Yeah, forgot about these. I was filming like this. Totally didn't see them. Forgot about them. Was too busy rejoicing with the Scorpec destroyers that they're guaranteed to survive now. But oh no, it's the other half of the sandwich about to shoot here. So what's going to go into? So your drones, right, have to fire into determine Ra, believe it or not, the closest enemy target. But these can offload everything into the Scorpec destroyers.
Yeah.
God, okay.
So 6 fusion blaster shots?
So are you going to play the stratagem or not?
Yes, I've played the stratagem for 2 CP.
Drop zone acquisition?
Yes. That's what it's called.
Reroll hit rolls.
Okay. Yes, these are 3s anyway.
Because Aaron's going to use Markerlight. This is Aaron's done very well coordinating his Markerlights here. It is picked exactly the right target for Mark.
Useful stratagem.
Yeah. Made all the difference. Huge difference.
Okay.
5 fusion blaster hits. 3s to wound. Yeah.
Right, we use a toe.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. AP -4.
Yes.
So I'm going to take the guy that's sheltering behind the container on a 6. Right, so he's dead. So take him away. Right, the other models don't get covered. One's too far away, the other one's Aaron can see the model, so you're just going to glide straight through. So you're on D6 to kill the first one. He's going to use Patrons. He wants to wipe the unit out. This is the...
Yeah. Let's see. Red Cross.
he's that angry.
Okay.
got it, just about. Oh boy, right, okay. Raycross has helped pulverise one of the Scorpeg destroyers. And Luke Schwengel, Crimson Fist player. 3 up. Dull blast. Wiped them out. Imperial players ganging up on the Necrons now. The Imperium would rather have the tower than the ancient ones. How sad. Okay. Rust buckets. They're gone. So, target destroyed, yes. Aaron's just pointing out the plasma sight can go as well, so that model's removed from play. So that's their firepower done. 12 shots with the drones into Temra. Just a ting, ting, ting on the back door.
These are hitting on 5?
5s, yes, 5s, yeah. Okay. 5s to wound.
Wound, 2.
2 come through. We'll take armor save of 3 pluses and a wound. We'll take that. We'll be wounded for a moment, and then the living metal will get rid of that one.
So hazard suits is.
Yeah, where is Tamara?
Yeah, because I placed him equidistant between the 2 characters, so he is.
Right.
Choose.
Oh, I see. Oh, him.
Yeah.
Right, Ramses or Tamara. Ramses is the warlord. He's worth a point.
Probably,
He's more vulnerable.
yeah, we'll go for him, I think, actually.
Right, Ramses is going to be picked on it.
Right, so what are we, just 2d3 shots?
2d3 shots for this one, yes. It's Tau, so you're going to get to reroll one of your hit rolls or wound rolls. This is Fusion Cascades. This is the Forge World model.
Ooh.
Maxed out. That's beautiful. 6 shots.
Okay.
4s. Reroll a hit or a wound. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll reroll a hit. Yeah.
Well done. 4 hits. This is a fantastic result. 3s to wound.
Let's go.
Oh, all of them. Oh, no. Right, I'll check my invuln save. I think it's 4 plus for him. Yes, it's 4 plus. Alright, we'll burn through these patch. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to run through these patrons here. Chris Heim, 4 plus. No, I knew that would happen. Alright, we'll go Dylan Moore, Deathcore Krieg. No. I'm going to roll 2 red dice. Then 4s. No, that's only 3. If I can't reroll one of those, there's no chance. So 3 have made it through, Aaron. So you're free to roll 3d6 damage.
That was 10.
10. He died. Yeah, I've no command points. I was planning to use Resurrection Protocols, but I'd used up that CP reroll earlier on. I think it was on Scorpex. So Ramses is gone, and he ain't gonna come back. So he's removed from play. That's the warlord. That's 4 points picked up by Aaron. So good shot, opportunistic shot coming through from the hazard battle suit, but it's worked out well. Anything else?
No, I think we're done.
Okay, so Necrons. Yeah, boy. Range 30.
Yeah, 30, yeah.
Okay, we've got some Fire Warrior shots here. Yes, because they weren't neck-munding, were they? So.
Yeah, we have 6.
Okay. Just a parting shot here. 4s.
4, 2, and 2 wound.
Okay. Failed both. Reanimation of both.
Okay.
I'll leave them where they are. Okay, so that's firepower done. There's morale to resolve. Any charges to take place? None. Okay, so morale to do. Here, we'll try and get a 1. And for that, I shall use an Imperial Fist dice. Yeah. Failed. So, model slain. 4, 10 left. Is it 1s? Is it below half strength? I'm exactly at half strength. It's worth a check.
Yeah.
It's just the difference between either 2 or 4 casualties. Yes, it's below half strength, so we were at 10, so we were at half strength, that's fine. So we've lost 3 in total, and you can't reanimate those because that wasn't a shooting or a close combat attack that came through. It's a result of bad morale. So it's morale and psychic phase basically is where the reanimation doesn't help. Okay, so still a sizable enough unit just there, and they'll still control that primary objective. Now, as far as objectives is concerned, Necrons are not doing too bad. They're on 3. So they're going to pick up points. So they position themselves. They have been sandwiched by the tower, but in that sandwich is the tasty objectives. So we'll get points for that. End of turn, we'll give you an idea on the score. Yes, I think Aaron's taken the lead. Retrieve Nachman data achieved over there, so that's 2 out of 4 so far. 4 points picked up for assassination against Ramses, and engaging fronts, yes. Don't think he qualifies. The drones don't count towards model count. This one straddles between the 2 halves, but thanks to them turning up in that table quarter, they count, and then Aaron has units in the other quarters across there as well. So 2 points picked up for engaging fronts. So 10-6 is the score. But Necrons will go back into the lead with the points that come in on the next turn for primaries. This battle is far from over. And points-wise, Necrons, by the end of turn 2, should be ahead. So we are taking heavy damage from firepower. Necrons have got to do something. We've lost the Scorpec destroyers. We need to hit back hard, and it's got to be potent. It's got to be good. Necrons could do something. We'll see what they can come up with. We'll go on to their turn 2 next. Okay, turn 2 for the Necrons. We've lined ourselves up as best as we can. I think the focus is to try and deal with this lot here at the back and across here as well, just to strengthen our position on the board, and then perhaps rallying later on to take on the tower firepower in the other direction. It's difficult with sandwich which way to go. I don't do half in one direction, half in the other, trying to deal effectively with one part at least. So Necron warriors here just adjusting themselves slightly, but trying to hold on to the objective and then put some firepower across in this direction. The bikers have swung around here. I've used the resurrection orb to regain 2 of them back onto the battlefield. So there's now 5 of them. They're going to swing across here and take on the hazard. Then Tamaral's gone in between the 2 to shoot and fire. Slight adjustment with the Warden's just shifted across a little bit. He's a character. I want to try and keep him alive. The Technomancer as well, character, to try and preserve him, don't want him being shot at by that stuff there. And he's just poised to help units out. The heavy destroyers have remained where they are. I think they're doomed, but a second turn, chance to let loose of their firepower. Necron warriors, rites of reanimation resurrected 3 more to that squad, so they've gone back up to 7, which is good news. And the warriors across here, it's maintaining position on the objective, going to fire across here. So Necrons, despite the damage they're taking, they are maintaining position on primaries. That one, and that one. To be honest, looking quite comfortable on at least 2. So that's their strength at this stage. And the idea is to try and keep the tower, beat them back as much as we can, and try and perhaps see the game through on points as opposed to damage. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So just something to point out here is command points. Neither of us can pick up command points now. The special rule for this mission, if your commander's, the warlord's not on the battlefield, you're not able to get points back at the start of your command phase. So mine's slain, so is Aaron's. So I'm on 0 CP and I'll not get any more. And Aaron's got 1 precious command point left. And there's 2 Patreons left here, so we're running low on both of those commodities. So everything we have going to go into the Fire Warriors, I think we have to go after. So here we go. So I'm going to let loose of all of these. 1 Reaper, which is going to require the same kind of dice rolling. 4 rapid fire flayers, and then 3 regular flayers here, which will be AP -1. Looking for 3s, these haven't been blessed. And looking for 3s. Well. 7 at -2. Ouch. 6s are good, yeah.
Nope.
None, 7 slain. Okay, we'll let Aaron remove the casualties, but good shooting from the Necron warriors. So we're going to try and finish off long strike. We're going to go for the 2 heavy destroyers. Here we go. We're looking for, these have been blessed, by the way, so 2s. That was evil, love. 6. Then we'll go for 3s to wound. Now, I knew that would happen. That's why I put both in. Now, I've got no kind of re-rolling help available. So that goes through. It's AP -4, and it's 3d3 damage. You're going to die, but we'll just roll to see what we get. Yes, 6 damage caused. Long strikes are gonna. He doesn't explode, but we got him. 175 points. 90 points for those. Scorpec, sorry, heavy destroyers, heavy locust destroyers, I think are potent enough unit now for the Necrons. Okay, so well done to them. We'll see how long they last. It will be a miracle if they survive. But they're doing two jobs. They're sitting on the central objective and then letting loose at least some firepower against the tower across the other side of the board. So, yeah, we'll unleash everything we have here. We're going to try and take on the hazard. Next, we'll go for the Tomb Blades. They've been blessed again. They're a core unit. 2s. Going after the hazard. We were going to use stratagem on them, but we cannot. So, not bad at all. Rolling against the toughness of the hazard battlesuit. Toughness 5. We're strength 6 with particle beamers. So 3s are good. Right, so we'll see how Aaron decides to allocate here. It will be AP -1, 16 saves.
We'll go with drones first.
Drones first. 5 pluses.
Nope.
No.
And yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
2 drones gone.
Drone's gone, yeah. And that leaves 13 saves to make. I think we've got him. 13 saves of 4+.
12, 13.
Good try. Well, close.
Yeah.
Oof. Just 5, just about. Okay. That's Vagabond gone. Destroyed there. So one of the Phoenix Lords brought down. Good shooting from the Tomb Blades. Just there, just clearing away one of the threats identified along the back lines. So then we shall go for the Warden. And we'll put his shots into here. 6 shots because of rapid fire now. 3s. And then we'll go for 3s to wound. So strength 6. 3 make it through. 3 at -3 and damage 2. So you could just tank them on the drones and take them off, or you could. You're going to play it that way?
Yeah, we'll stick them on the drones.
Right, drones will absorb the 6 damage coming through. Just there. Okay, so Warden strips the drones away. I think the only option is Tamara into here. 3 shots. 2 hits. 3s to wound. They've both wounded. There's AP -4 for that range, so 2d3 damage. 3.
3, they're 4 wound models each.
Are they 4?
Yeah.
They are 4. Okay, so 1 wound left. I'm going to go Staff of Light here for the Technomancer. 3s. Yeah. No. Strength 5, toughness 5. So no wounds come through. Next we'll go for Necron Warriors. A full squad. We're going to unleash everything they have into the breaches. Okay, reds are Reapers. Yellows are Flayers. Looking for 3s. Again, they've not been blessed. Okay. 3s to wound. So I'm not going to wipe them. So those are at -2.
Okay.
And those are at -2 actually as well. So it doesn't really make a difference. 7. 6s.
Nope, not again.
Okay, right. 7 removed and 3 left. I think Necron Warriors are going to win that firefight on this flank. So Necron Warriors are going to put their shots, yeah, into here. I'd like to get rid of those with Tamara's charge. So I think yes, yeah, I'm going to play it that way. So yes, everything they have into here. So 4 rapid fire Gauze Flayers. Needing 3s. Needing 5s. Nothing. 1 not at rapid. Missed. And then a Gauze Reaper. A hit. And a wound, just about. Strength 5, toughness 5, -2.
Nope.
Got him. Okay, well, we've got rid of that battlesuit just there. Okay, shooting phase finished. Pretty efficient from the Necrons. Not bad at all. We're going to charges. Yes, there is.
Potent, 2 potent units plus a hammerhead this turn.
Right, Aaron's saying he thinks the Necrons are tipping the game over into their favour. Okay, right, Tamrar's made it in here for a charge. An 8 required, and we got it. Necron Warriors have gone in against what's left of the breaches across here. I think it's board control is what Aaron's thinking of, and objectives and so on. Tau can blow stuff up, yes, but out of position as far as grabbing objectives, and it's the same issue again of board control for 9th edition. So you may well find that you have an army that takes a bashing from the tower, but if they camp out on objectives, then they may well get victory. So
yeah. And the hammerhead's scary enough weapon, it's only going to take out one thing a turn.
yes, right, okay, very interesting. Okay, so charges have gone ahead. Yeah, I was almost tempted to go for a charge up there, but we'll leave it. We'll come to combat resolution. Right, Merciless Tyrant, they get an extra attack. So 5 attacks and in 2s. Okay. 3s will automatically put wounds through. Yeah, that's 6 damage. So model slain.
Yeah.
And then 2 wounds on another.
Yeah.
Almost got the wipe out there, scary enough. And then across here. 10 Necron Warriors to fight. I've already done the piling move of those. So we'll just grab these dice here. Looking for 3s. And 3s again. God, that's it. 8! Well done to the Necron Warriors.
Minus.
No minus, no.
Forge.
Got them. Got them. Wipe out. Alright, so consolidation move made back in the other direction with the Necron Warriors, but good work from them again. Necron Warriors holding it together for the Necrons at this stage. Aaron can do his attacks back. There'll be morale for that squad, but they'll probably be alright. I think drones don't count towards morale.
Okay, so that's the Shazbred.
Yes.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 5s. 2 hits.
5s to wound, toughness 6 or 7.
Okay, 1.
1 comes through. And we will pass. Okay. So a bit of morale to resolve. Let Aaron do that. There's a squad across there that needs to resolve morale as well. And then we'll give you a score. But Necrons have done well. Yeah, so morale resolved. He's out of coherency, by the way, or engagement range. He's free to do as he pleases. Didn't even need to roll morale for him. He's fine. Across there, morale was failed by the busted Fire Warrior squad. 2 models got one automatically ran, and the other one, Aaron rolled a 1 or a 2. So we'll give you a score now. Yes, points are flowed in well here for the Necrons. They're actually on 25 points to 10 at this stage. They do have the lead by a fair bit. I'm just looking to see how much you'll catch up by primaries. That's the issue, yeah. So 2 points picked up for Purge the Vermin, thanks to the wipeout across here, actually. That's 2 points picked up for that. Assassination, we killed long strikes, 3 more points picked up for that one. Engaging all fronts has proved tricky. We've anchored 2 table quarters well enough, but we haven't got the 3rd or the 4th. 2 more points picked up because, again, in No Man's Land, we've controlled this objective across here. So 25 points to 10 at this stage. Necrons are ahead. I think they've actually managed to cause more damage, and they have better board control, so things are going their way. It's now down, and Aaron's got no resources across here apart from 1 lone Chassefray Crisis battlesuit, and what he has left is over there. It's the original firebase of Broadside's Commander and Hammerhead number 2, really, are the main units that are left. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Tau as they desperately fight on. Alright, so movement is complete. The Fire Warriors have now moved round, claimed this objective, and Nakmunded. So multiple functions of those. 4 points picked up for primaries, that's for anchoring the home objective across here. Hammerhead number 2, the Longbow BB, has moved up on top. Remaining stationary with the Cadre Fireblade. He's done his job the whole game. He's been useful enough. The commander's moved forwards. I think Aaron feels the need now to grab the central objective. And then over on this flank, the Lone Fire Warrior and the Breachers are going to push forwards and continue to take the fight to the Necron Warriors. Real grinding, shooting confrontation over on that side of the board. And then round the other side of the table, I won't move round. You can see the Chassefray Crisis battlesuit has jumped 10. They're nice and quick. Aaron's going to try and pick off the board and for more points for assassination. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So Necron's Tower as a game has always been a good matchup, and we're sensing it. We've had a good game so far here. It's been enjoyable enough, and it's good to see the Necrons standing up to the Tau bullies here. So
we'll do our marksman first.
yeah. So where's he going to go this time?
Destroyers.
Oh, he's going after the Locust heavy destroyers.
I've given you the 2 turns.
Yeah, very gracious. Thank you.
Right, so we've got 4.
4 marker light hits. Okay, I think they're going to go. So, done his job. Marker light hits coming through. So,
We'll start with the Chasfrey Crisis Battlesuit into the Warden.
okay, everything he has. So it's double fusion blaster and a missile pod. If Aaron rolls well, it should be enough to finish him off.
4s.
4 pluses. 6 and 5.
Yep. Okay.
3s to wound.
Yep.
Nothing I can do.
4.
Nothing I can do.
Yes, nothing at all.
I take him off.
Yep.
Because you're on 2d6 plus 4 damage.
Yeah.
Roll to see what you got to do up, just to see how much. 5, okay. Right, so 9 damage caused, but Warden destroyed. Could have been greedy there and gone after 2 characters, but I think Aaron will be happy enough. Warden is gone. Yeah, we won't count our chrome chickens before they've hatched, because the tower could kick out a fair bit of damage here with firepower. We'll just watch and see what happens here. So breaches, they're offloading into the Necron Warriors.
Short range.
Yeah, short range.
4s. Ooh. Not wonderful. Strength 6.
This is the shorter range.
We'll do it by reroll. Okay.
So 5.
5 minus 2.
6s. None. See, like, that result is good, but then it's this cursed reanimation protocols is the issue. So they finished. Now I'm going to try and reanimate, and this is where the insult happens. 5 pluses. We'll reroll 1s. Oh, right, okay, so it's a better result this time. So just the 1 Necron Warrior restored. I'll tuck him there to gain the benefit of cover.
The lone Fire Warrior.
Yep.
1 hit. It is another win, but I reroll that for
Tower. It does wound.
Minus
-1 +1. 4 up for cover. No. Reanimation. Nope. So he die.
Okay.
Looking something like that. So total casualties is 5. Like so. Okay. Smart missile. Right, yeah. Or smart missile systems, yeah, to try and pick on those Necron Warriors.
Okay, so we'll go longbow BB, railgun into the
Ooh.
Locust,
Okay.
I think. Well, maybe not.
We'll let Aaron have a think here. He's got some pretty good. There's the 3 main options here. It's the broadsides, firepower's good, the commander's firepower's good, and then the hammerhead as well. Right, so go to the tower commander here. So fusion blaster shot first of all. You can go Patronic if you so wish. There's 2 Patreons left.
Paul Cook.
The Paul Cook dice.
2.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
3.
3s. Reroll.
Reroll for the warlord trait. No. Ugh. Okay.
Okay. Missile pod.
Yeah, 2 shots.
2 hits.
3s to wound.
Wound.
Rerollable for the warlord trait.
No. 1 wound minus 2.
Okay. We are infantry, but we're playing Munitorum, so not getting the bonus for being on top for cover. So -2. So we will take a 5+. I'll use the last Patreon just to infuriate you here. It's Nicholas Lucas. No, okay. So Patreon's all burnt out here. So that is 2 damage. Okay. So with 4 wounds a time, there's some durability of these things. We'll put the wounds on this model.
Plasma rifle.
Right, this will destroy one of the
Hit on 2.
locusts here. Yeah. Does wound. And what's the AP minus?
4.
Yeah. Oh,
Flat 3.
yes. Okay, that's the end of him. Okay, this is the Chris Comiskey unit here.
And just the fragmentation projector, D6 shots, just the one. Does hit. Does wound, -1.
Okay, 4 up. No. Taking a wound. Okay, the one model remains. You finished firing at him?
Yes.
So I'm going to try and reanimate. You never know. No. Okay, so he has gone. Okay, broadside. Everything it has, it's still on full profile here. So it's going to let loose against the destroyer. It's got to go. So,
Heavy rail rifle.
yeah, this could be quick and painless.
Hit on 3s. I'll use
The tail dice now. Yeah.
Roll. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Aaron's burning a Markerlight to do that.
And 3s. 1 comes through. -4.
Straight through.
+3.
Dead.
Plus mortal wound.
Dead.
Yeah.
Very quick. Ouch. Okay, we had 2 turns. Very gracious. Thank you very much indeed, and goodbye. That's the end of him. Nice debut though. I feel the urge to perhaps get some more of those models. Unit of 2's done okay. Can you imagine 2 units of 3? They'd be scary enough. Yeah. Okay. And it's a credit to. It's amazing how old codex, the potency of their firepower, 3d3 damage in the earliest of codexes. Okay. Next, Hammerhead's available. Fire Warriors are busy.
Yeah, it's the last, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
So where to shoot? All right, so Aaron's seen a sniping opportunity here. It's Tem Ra for Longbow BB to take out Tem Ra. It's possible, we reckon, not being shielded or protected. Aaron does have line of sight. Smart missile systems will go into these to take out the Necron Warriors on the objective. No Patreons left. It's down to Tau dice. Yeah.
Tau dice and my single.
Oh, he's got a command reroll. He's saved. Okay.
Okay. We'll do the smart missiles first.
He's nervous. Okay, right.
It's supposed to be 4s.
For through. Oh no, because long strike's buff's gone. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Failed. And I'll try and reanimate, which we do on a Tau dice. So we'll leave him where he is.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So you're looking for a 4.
4.
Pressure roll. Got it. Okay.
No.
So it would be 3s to own, but it becomes 4s because of quantum shielding. So another 50-50.
Yep.
Got it. I die. Yes. 6 damage.
Yeah.
Plus D3.
Yeah.
Plus 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
That's okay. 185 points, I think. Scary stuff. It's the ultimate sniper, that thing. Nasty. Tamra's gone. It's an assassination pickup as well. So well done to the tower. It's good. It is good shooting from them. Is it enough is the question. They've maybe done enough to level up to a degree, but still tactically out of shape. See, despite the damage we've taken, now you've done what? You've kicked us off of that objective, actually. So you've dropped us down to 2 now. So you no longer dominate on number of objectives, actually equal. So holding 2 each. Okay. Charges?
No.
Okay. If not, we'll go on to morale and give you an update on the score. Yeah, good result here for the Tau, actually. So 4 points picked up for primaries at the start of the turn. 2 more points picked up because Aaron went and claimed that objective in no man's land. Assassination was good this turn. 6 points picked up for that. That was the Warden being brought down and Temra, just the end of the shooting phase there. Retrieve Nachman data has pushed the points up as well. Nothing for engage. It's a lot trickier now with the qualifying units and so on. Perhaps this particular battle also making it difficult. But 26 points in total to 25. Aaron's just nudged ahead in points. The Tau caught up well. Necrons, I'll tell you something else for the Necrons. We're running out of options to deal with your heavy firepower. That could prove trouble for us. We will struggle to hide entirely from the units that you have. So the battle is remains close at this stage. We'll end the turn here. No combats to resolve. So we'll now go on to turn 3 for the Necrons next. Yeah, bit of deadlock now in this game. Both sides sort of fighting along the halfway line. Necrons have cleared out their back line, just apart from this lone Crisis Battlesuit, but he'll go. And then Necron's no real threat against Aaron's half of the board. So really, it could be just seeing the game through. And it could be that central objective that decides it. Necron's not going after it at this stage. We're going to try and consolidate our position, clear away him, and then blast away this flank. So the Tomb Blades have moved across. Necron Warriors just backing off onto the objective as well. Reanimated 2 more Necron Warriors to this busted squad. They almost wiped out on turn 1, I think it was, but they've almost got themselves back to full strength. The Crypt then sheltering behind them, plus the layer of terrain as well. And the Necron Warriors across here, moving across. Both squads on that objective, and then the 2 squads on this objective. So 8 points for primaries here, as the Necrons keep the points flowing in. So, movement done, we're going to shooting phase next. Okay, shooting phase has been resolved. So, Crisis Battlesuit gone. How many Fire Warriors across there? Was it 2?
2 here.
Yeah, 2 slain across there. That's firepower from this squad that moved across. And then Tomb Blades, their firepower nasty enough. One of them diverted its firepower and took out the lone Fire Warrior Strike Team squad leader. The rest fired across here, destroying a good number of them. Their morale was failed. So just the one model remains. So it's not fair. Aaron was doing well on that flank. He was winning the firefight, and then Tomb Blades turned up and caused trouble, pulverising the Fire Warriors and breaches on that flank. Bit of a stalemate now. Interesting. It's that central objective, but who has the guts to grab it? Because if we move into it, Aaron will unleash his firepower. If Aaron moves out onto it, the Necrons have some kind of firepower available as well. So a bit of a battle of attrition now. The game changes tone to some degree. End of turn, no charges to take place. One thing for the Necrons in their favour is Purge Vermin. 2 table quarters have been cleared, and that's 4 points a turn. We'll give you an update on the score. So I reckon the score now 39 points to 26 here for the Necrons at this point. We'll go on to Tau turn 3. No, Tau turn 4. Yeah. Okay, time beginning to run out now. Tau turn 4 next. Right, turn 4 for the Tau. 8 points for primaries again. Aaron continues to maintain position on those 2 and has now grabbed the central objective. Commander Ghost Tide. On the objective.
Yeah, but I wasn't accounting for the sticky up, but I just wanted to shoot through that way.
Oh, I see. Right, yes, wants to fire through against the Necron Warriors across here. That's fine. Just broadside, maintain position. Hammerhead has moved down. Fire Warriors, just their job is to sit on that objective over on that flank. And the lone Chasseur here for the breaches continues to push forwards. 10 out of 10 for bravery. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Okay, shooting phase has been resolved. We actually finished the rest of the turn as well. So Tomb Blades were hit hard. That was Aaron first of all lighting it up with Markerlight hits. The broadside could see through. Sneaky shots come through, offloaded what it had across there. Some firepower coming from the commander as well. So just 2 Tomb Blades left. Could have been worse, but you reanimated a couple of them. Then firepower from here was very good. That came from the commander and the smart missile systems from the Hammerhead. So 3 of them left now. And Fire Warriors firing down here, no damage coming through against the Necron Warriors. That's shooting phase done. Points picked up then. Aaron has got an extra 2 points for controlling the No Man's Land objective. So firepower resolved, no charges, no close combat. Morale's been resolved as well across the board. So to add Aaron's on, he's got an extra 10 points this turn. So 8 points for objectives, and then 2 points again for controlling that objective over on that flank. So 39 points to the Necrons, 36 points to the Tau. Very, very tight battle indeed, which has been good to see. We didn't really want a complete wipeout with the Tau. Necrons have stood up well, but victory is not guaranteed yet. We'll go on to their 4th turn next. Okay, so movement for the Necrons. For our protocol, we've chosen to take the extra inch for movement. That's protocol of the Sudden Storm. So holding position here on this objective with these, as jumping up and over, but maintaining position on the objective of the Tomb Blades. 8 points picked up for primaries again. Necron Warriors moving through, resurrected 2 more with the help of the Cryptek. That's good work from him, or the Technomancer. And then the Necron Warriors spreading out, moving forward just to get some more efficient firepower against those Fire Warriors holding their objective on that flank. They need to be careful. If they're wiped out, then that objective will fall and disrupt things here for the Tau. So this is very tight. This is a small sort of 500-point battle taking place now. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Necrons. Okay, shooting phase has been resolved here. Necron Warriors, good shooting from them, didn't wipe out the squad. We're taking out a number of those, just 4 Necron Warriors, or Fire Warriors left on that objective. Tombblade firepower was useful enough, stripping away one of the drones. Then Necron Warriors here particularly effective, stripping away drones, just some save throws just not being passed, and then damage starting to come through there against the Enforcer Battlesuit Tau Commander, and across here we sniped off the last Breacher over on this flank. So both sides just continuing the grind of damage coming through. We'll go on to charges next. So charges have gone ahead. The idea is just objective secured, that central objective, just to deny points to Aaron. He may well win that. With Battlesuits now you can shoot whilst in close combat, so Aaron may well just sit in combat and blow the Necron Warriors away. But charges have gone ahead. We'll go on to combat resolution. So 5 attacks here, in 3s and in 5s. 1 comes through, no minus. Enforcer Battlesuit, 2 up. 1. We'll check to see what the relic does if Aaron ignores it per phase. I think it's per turn, but we'll see what comes up here. So Aaron will survive here, and now he's going to attack back. 3s.
3s, yeah. Strength 5.
3s again.
Do you reroll? Is that just for ranged attack?
Everything.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. 2.
And that failed hit roll can be rerolled.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, so that's a hit, and
okay. Past 2, we lose 1. Okay, so we now count as holding that objective. Morale's going to be okay. Imagine if that was the combat commander we've been talking about. That would have been a different story for sure. Okay, turn comes to an end. Here we'll calculate points, but that grab in the centre by the Necrons could be a death blow here for the Tau. Yeah, interesting. Just looking at the points, I think that's actually killed the game here in the centre. Too little, too late from the Tau commander. It's the Necron Warriors grabbing that central objective. That would deny you. See, Aaron's going to get 8 points here for holding these 2. He's been denied getting those 4 in the middle, and the Necrons are ahead, and there's no real way for the Tau to catch up. This is the problem. They can keep points flowing in, but they can't catch up with the Necrons. These are going to sit here. They're going to survive across there. There's 2 units to try and get rid of across there as well to disrupt the Necrons, and it's going to go on to Aaron's last chance to pick up primaries. So we reckon the battle has been concluded, and it is a Necron victory. We'll give you a final score. We'll project what could have been picked up on the future turns, what's left of Aaron's turn 5, then Necron turn 5 as well. But I think we have victory here for the Necrons. Okay, yes. So score. See, despite the points flowing in at the end there for Aaron, it's not going to catch up, so it's going to generate an extra 10 points. We're saying no further points were coming for assassination. Retrieve Nachman data, not possible down here. And engage on fronts, again, not possible. So 46 points in total. And then for the Necrons, we would, on turn 5, max out on primaries. Purge would bring in another 4 points for clearing, again, this half of the board. Assassination will say no, and nothing for engage. Disastrous secondary for both of us here, engage on all fronts. Here's something to think about for future games. But 66 points to the Necrons. Not the highest of scores, but they've got themselves 20 points ahead of the Tau in the end. They've endured the early turns of firepower from the Tau, and then they kicked back with their own, and some of the wretched reanimation rolls and so on, for multiple units, not just the Necron Warriors, but Tomb Blades, long since wiped out. You killed 6 ages ago, but they kept reanimating. Necron Warriors here, taking heavy damage, but he put the work in and resurrected about 10 models as well. So really, what's left on the board for me is the resurrected stuff. So it's an interesting way of thinking about it. But some promising stuff here from the Necrons. They have stood up to the Tau. The ancient have prevailed over the young. So good battle, though. Good matchup between these two sides, and it's encouraging to see the brand new codex and the oldest codex for 9th edition, both sides in with a fair shot in this battle. So happy enough with the result. Silver level Patreons, it's Anonymous, Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, Peter Goodall, William Schwarz and William. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. And then there's units of the game, but if you want to see more battle reports and more content, unlock all of the exclusive videos, then do become a channel member. Link for that in the video description below, and also on the channel homepage, just simply hit the join button and choose the tier and help support the channel and receive all of the perks that are available. But this particular battle, the Necrons have prevailed against the upstart Tau. Units of the game next. So for Aaron, honourable mention to Longbow BB for the Hammerhead number 2, survived to the end of the game, not a scratch on it.
Yeah, killed Tamaraya.
Oh, so it did?
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Okay, so definitely, and the other firepower just destroyed way above its points, 145 points I think for that. But Aaron's going to give it to the broadside. Stood where it was, mostly, shuffled about a little bit, but a steady rate of firepower from that thing, and causing plenty of damage. Then for the Necrons, going to give it to the humbled Necron warriors. They were one of the keys that held the Necron army together, helped us hold objectives, good anti-infantry, good firepower from them. So going to give it to the Necron warriors. Honourable mention to the Locust heavy destroyers. Pretty good shooting from them. Tomb Blades as well, but I'm going to give it to the Necron warriors. That's units of the game for both sides. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.